Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Sean, and today we're going to talk about a guy named, he goes by Mstandsformoney. So, also, his name is Matthew. We're going to call him Matthew a lot throughout this video. So, first I want to start off with saying that Matthew is a YouTuber. He's been on YouTube for a while now, and I've kind of watched him for the last year off and on. I've just scrolled through shorts and come across his live, and I've stopped and watched him. And pretty much from the get go, I just felt like this guy was like, very manipulative, and he liked to prey on people's on soft-hearted people, people that were willing to donate, people that felt bad for him. And so I kind of been watching him, and here lately I've really I've gotten to where I'll watch him a lot more. And in this video, I'm actually gonna make a bunch of videos, and we're gonna call it the Matthew Chronicles. So or maybe we'll call it the M stands for Money Chronicles. I'm not sure yet, but either way, this is the first one, and I'm not gonna go over like a lot of the stuff that I've heard about him from the past, because I don't know about that. I don't know how much is true and how much isn't true. So I'm just gonna talk about what I've seen in the last year and different videos that I've watched about him. First off, when I looked this guy up, some stuff popped up about him being a squatter, and I think most people agree that squatters are not very good people. Like, you don't just move into somebody else's property and take it over like it's yours and then act like it's yours. So I watched a video of him, and I'll put a clip in here of this if I can. I'm not sure if I'll get a copyright strike, doing this. So really, I might not put a video in there. But either way, the video starts off, and the police are coming, and they're wanting to talk to Matthew, and both perspectives are on there. You actually get the perspective, the body cam footage on YouTube, and Matthew's perspective on YouTube. So it's really cool video to watch. It's very interesting. But either way, the cops come, they start talking to him, and he's like, I got squatters' rights. And they're like, that's not how that works, buddy. And so he starts arguing with the cops about this property that isn't even his, like, does not belong to him. And he starts claiming that he's like cleaning the property up, and he's trying to uh, basically set it up or convince the people that watch his YouTube channel that he's doing community service by staying in this needle infested home that's like got buckets of like poop and animals living in it and trash everywhere. And he's basically acting like he's doing community service by cleaning this up, and he's doing a favor to the neighborhood or whatever. He didn't just act like he had rights to this house. He actually, at one point in the video, he actually threatens the landlord that if the landlord comes to the house that the landlord owns, that he's gonna do something to him. He basically implies that he's gonna take his life or something like that. I don't remember. You had to go back and watch it. I don't remember exactly what he said. So when I saw that, I'm like, dude, this dude is so manipulative. Like, it's crazy. So, anyways, the cops arrest him. He goes to court about that. Whatever. You see the landowners. They kind of argue with him for a minute. It's a good video, so check it out. Like, watching his lives on a daily basis, I have noticed some things about Matthew. And people try to bring these things up to him, but he really tries. He really ignores them and attacks people when they try to help him. When they point out things that he does that bothers people, that makes people attack him, and um, he's just so closed off to it. He doesn't want to hear it. I myself have tried to talk to him several times, but um, so as far as the manipulation goes, he does the same thing on a daily basis. So he starts off, and he talks about how he's homeless, he's a rapper, he's got this goal of fixing his teeth. He's using people's donations, he's breaking the matrix by not working, by being an outsider from society's normal, way of living. And he's doing it through his subscribers, his followers that donate to him. And he just plays it up like, I don't know, like there's nothing wrong with what he's doing. Like it's fine for him to just beg for donations every day, And he plays it up like he has these goals. The super chat, he gets super chats and he says he's using those to fix his teeth, but he has none saved. This has been going on for years. Then the direct donations he uses for a hotel and a Subway sandwich every day. Every single day, this guy goes on live from the hotel, begging for donations, talking about, I need some donations. He's not even polite about it. He's very rude and almost demanding of people to donate to him.
Give me money. Money me. Money now. Me a money needing a lot now.
And so as he goes on, like, he tries to get enough donations to check into the hotel before he has to check out. A lot of days he doesn't get that, So he'll check out of the hotel, then he'll go sit outside on the curb, like under an umbrella or something. And that's when he starts kind of like playing it up. Like, oh, he's so hungry. He's so cold. His stomach hurts. He's shaky. He's going to have a seizure, because, allegedly he has seizures. That's very debatable. A lot of people don't feel like that's true. But, he's always playing it up as if he has something wrong with him, and he needs your money to get into a hotel, to take a warm bath, and to get a Subway sandwich, and everything will be fine. But he does this every single day. He will say anything that's like shock value to get you to feel sorry for him. He accuses of YouTubers that expose him. He accuses, shout out to Omar on Streetreheat, check his channel out. But he accuses Omar of being a homosexual Mexican that's a rapist. He accuses Omar of like wanting to of sexually harassing him. He has people stalking him. He has this homosexual Mexican stalking him. Omar's not homosexual either, by the way, just to put that out there. But Matthew constantly says this about Omar. And it gets people to feel sorry for him. He's gone so far as to accuse Omar of raping him, sexually assaulting him, stalking him every day, even though Omar's just watching Matthew's content and critiquing it. He's criticizing Matthew, and he gets people feeling sorry for him. He also uses the tactic of acting like he has all kind of health problems. He uses the tactic of acting like he's the people's champ. Another way he manipulates is, he'll act like he picks up trash, and in the community. So you should donate to him because he picks up trash. He's a homeless person that picks up trash, trying to help the community. I've seen him pick up trash for maybe like 5 minutes, or he'll show a couple bags of trash that are already bagged up in a place that has a bunch of trash, So I'm like, did he really even pick that up, or did he just find some bags that were already there, thrown off on the side of the road, and then act like he picked them up? So I wanted to show this clip real quick of him supposedly picking up trash. If you look at these trash bags, they look like they've been there forever. They're like torn and stuff. I just don't feel like he picked this trash up. I feel like he acts like he picks up trash to get people's donations in. And he does that when people don't just give him money. He starts trying to use these different tactics to get the money rolling in. So, here's the video.
I've been doing my best to bag up trash around my local area. I appreciate everybody's support. It takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time. Thanks for subscribing and helping out.
I've seen through this dude since day one. He's extremely manipulative, and it bothers me because there's a lot of good-hearted people out there that come across him and they feel sorry for him and they donate money, and I just feel like it's extremely wrong. This dude takes advantage of people and takes advantage of people's goodwill, and I can't stand it. I can't stand seeing good-hearted people being taken advantage of. So I just want to help bring some attention to it. Like I said, If you want to watch more on Matthew, you can go to his channel, Mstandsformoney. He's got plenty of content on there, plenty of stuff you can see. He's live every day, almost all day long. You know, you can catch him multiple times a day on a live stream for hours, manipulating people. And, you know, as soon as he gets his money, he's happy, go lucky, nothing's wrong with him. He's checking into the hotel, and then he gets extremely cocky. That's one of the biggest things. I actually want to talk about once he gets the money. So he begs for donations all day long. And once he gets the money, he becomes extremely cocky. He starts talking down to people who donate to him. He'll block people that donate to him. He'll call people peasants. He'll talk about how working a job is just slaving away and he's above that. And he claims that he's a celebrity, so we basically owe it to him to donate for him to live this lifestyle. He also constantly asks for money to buy a dab pen, which is, I'm not exactly sure what a dab pen is. Something to do with, I think, smoking marijuana. Is it, maybe it's like a vape or something. I'm not sure. But either way, that's what he asks for all the time. Money for a dab pen, money for a hotel, money for Subway on a daily basis. And he yucks it up. He acts like he's sick. He acts like he's having all kind of problems. He's so cold. He's so miserable. Then once he gets the money, he becomes extremely arrogant. He talks about how he makes serious claims of being a psychiatrist, even though he didn't graduate high school.
He's sexually obsessed with me. He spends hours. It's called obsessive compulsive disorder. He can't do anything besides think about me and talk about me. He's going through some mental stuff. Incorrect, Mr. Raz. I'm a psychologist and an anthropologist. I study humans, human behavior, and human culture. And I deeply understand obsessive compulsive disorder. It's one of my specialties as a therapist. So it's not slander at all, man. It's my job.
He claims that he's a rapper. He claims that he's a celebrity. I've heard him say some of the craziest things ever and be dead serious about it. So if you want to check out more content about him, I recommend this channel, Omar Streetreheat. You can see Omar commentate on Matthew on a daily basis. But either way, that's it for this video. I think the next video I'm going to make is going to be about Matthew's rap career. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. God bless everybody.